wanted to switch it up today and film and share some of my intentions and goals for this month of December. I just felt very inspired this past week that we were on Thanksgiving break. Something about December starting on a Monday and it being the last month of the year and it being the first day back to school, back into a more structured rhythm or routine, really sparked something in me to not only create a list in my journal of goals and intentions, but to follow through with those goals and intentions and to really incorporate them into my routine, at least for these next 3 weeks before winter break begins and things start to spiral and have less structure to them. So I thought I would share a couple of the things that I wrote down in my journal, almost just sort of like spitballing on Sunday, and then Monday night I just had these ideas swimming in my head of what I want to add to my routine week-wise, basically, before work, after work, and then, you know, things I want to take away or things that I found were really draining me pre-Thanksgiving break. So yeah, I just found Thanksgiving break, I guess, it just felt like a reset for me, and by Sunday, by the end of the week, I think I was ready to hop back into the rhythm of waking up early, going to work. I mean, not like really, like, of course I would love to have another week of break or so, but again, something about it being a fresh start on a Monday, going back to school after a week away, has inspired me to make a list in my journal and just share with you guys some of those intentions and goals for the last month of 2025. So without further ado, let's hop on in. I also hope you enjoy my tree right here. She's gorge, and I love that she's with us today. Okay, so let's get started. This is my journal. She is this beautiful orange color. My last journal that I finished in, it doesn't matter, a couple months ago. Why am I telling you what color my journals are? It doesn't matter, but that last journal did have stickers on it, so I'm still debating putting stickers on this one. It takes time. The stickers come to you. You don't go to the stickers. I believe that they find you at the right time, and then you put them on. So anyway, in Vlogmas Day 1, I showed you guys my December cover page. Here she is. Very simple this month. Just depends on what I'm feeling at the beginning of each month, if I want to make it a little bit busier with some sort of collage, or if it's just like a page of something and then like me writing the month on it. This month I was really into construction paper, so that's what I did. Goals wise though, I set it up in a sort of almost like web style or mind map. I don't know what you would call it. There's a list like this, and I just wrote December goals, hopes, dreams, ... So for my goals wise, I have a couple more. I have no phone no phone before 6:30 a.m. and no phone after 8 p.m. Really working on that. I really would like to lower my screen time before I go to sleep. I hate getting on it like right before I go to sleep, even just to set my alarm. I don't want to be setting my alarm. I don't want to have to get on my phone to set my alarm right before I lay down to go to sleep. I would like to get a little alarm clock, just a cheap little alarm clock that I can use instead of my phone, because I'm just tired of like picking up my phone first thing in the morning, and naturally to turn off your alarm, I see notifications and stuff, and I just think it like prematurely wakes my body up, and the feeling of like the screen on my eyes first thing when I wake up, and like the second to last thing I see before I go to sleep. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. So really trying to limit my screen time when I enter and exit the real world for the amount of time that I'm awake for. So another goal that I have is to eat protein in almost every meal. I feel like I've seen this a lot on Instagram as well. People just really promoting the idea, I don't know. People really promoting how important it is to have protein in every meal throughout the day. I mean, it lowers your chance of like snacking a bunch throughout the day, and it just keeps you fuller for longer. And I am just really trying to prioritize that, getting a good amount of protein, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I do get a good amount of protein, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not eating any protein for breakfast like day to day when I go to work. So been working on that. Again, just more protein, keep me going throughout the day. Okay, another sort of structural thing is that I would like to wake up at the same time every weekday. So many times right before break I was hitting snooze because I was like so fed up. I mean, you do get drained and it's right before break, so naturally you're really gonna create like I just feel like I was hitting a wall right before break, so I was getting bitter. But that's over now. So yeah, really working on when my alarm goes off, I hit stop and then I get up and I don't go back to sleep, because it just doesn't feel good. It does not feel good when you hit snooze like 4 times and then you finally wake up. You're like, where has the morning gone? I don't know. It's exhausting. It's not fun. So we are really working on that. And so far it's been going well. Another goal of mine is to read at least 5 pages a day. I also talked about this in my first vlogmas video, discussing how little I've been reading recently, but how important it is for me to read. Oftentimes the only time that I read throughout the day is right before I go to sleep, and by that time I'm pretty tired, so I'll literally just read maybe 2 pages. And so I think giving myself, you know, just 5 pages a day will, instead of being like you have to read for 30 minutes a day, just read 5 pages. It makes it more tangible, and I feel like it's more realistic for me with my job and just other interests and stuff like that. Just setting that small goal of like 5 pages a day, I've already feels so much better than not reading, A, and B, making myself be like, you have to read for 30 minutes. If you're also struggling with reading but you want to be reading more, giving yourself just like read 7 pages a day. For me, it's made a difference, so I would definitely recommend. Another goal of mine is to finish an entire book this month, because last month I started reading Twilight and I did not finish it. I got not that far in, and yeah, I don't think it was last year, I think 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year, but I would read like, and I'm not a huge reader, I enjoy reading, I just am not someone that's like, you know, reading books left and right, finishing them in a week or a day or so. It takes me a month with my other things going on in life and all of that. I find that it takes me a month to a month and a half, maybe 2 months. You know, I'm just a slower reader and it's not number 1 on my priorities. So anyway, I would like to finish an entire book this month. If I could finish it before the end of December, that would be even better. If I could read 2 books this month, that would also be really cool. But again, I don't want to force that on myself, especially when I have other interests like YouTube and things that I am pursuing right now that feel really important to me. So yeah. Okay, another goal / intention is to set timers to help me get things done, i.e. editing, which I did this yesterday, setting a timer for, doing like the Pomodoro method. So setting a timer for 25 minutes and then resting for 5 minutes, or and doing the work for the 25 minutes and then resting for 5 minutes, or setting a timer for 30 minutes, resting for 10 minutes, and just giving myself that break. Also, setting a timer helps me so much because I feel like I'm like, I have to get this done before the bell goes off or something. It feels like I'm really prioritizing getting that work done because I've given myself that limited amount of time. If you haven't tried setting a timer for yourself, I would recommend it. Even doing like chores, like if you're cleaning the bathroom, setting a timer for that. I think it really helps my brain like focus on, I'm giving myself this block of time to do this. So for this next 25 minutes, this is what you're doing straight. Another goal I have, or intention, I guess, that I've chosen to really prioritize this month is when I wake up in the morning, doing legs up the wall. So like, you know, laying on my back on the floor and then my legs go up the wall for 7 to 10 minutes. There's so many benefits to doing that. One is, well, not that there's a lot of food to digest when I first wake up, but it helps to digest food. It helps to just like reverse the blood flow. So like blood from your feet to your brain, lots of other benefits that you should definitely look up, but it's a nice feeling. I love doing it. So speaking of, my foot is sound asleep right now and it really hurts. So anyway, my camera's gonna die. So anyway, yeah, doing that in the morning and then spending some time to stretch, like 10-15 minutes of stretching is amazing. I also, my pillow that I sleep on is not good, and so sometimes I wake up with my neck or my head even hurting because my neck was hurting from my pillow or my back was hurting from my pillow, which this actually sounds awful. If anyone I know and love is watching this and wants to get me a pillow for Christmas, that would be a fantastic gift. It helps so much to stretch in the morning and crack my back. Like, I can tell upon cracking my back and stretching if I have a headache from my neck being weird or my back, it goes away almost instantly. Would recommend a morning stretch. Oh, also in the morning, I'm trying to have more hot lemon water. I'll typically have hot lemon water on the weekends because I have more time in the morning, but on weekdays, I'm like, I just want to get to my coffee, or I just want to get ready and then have my coffee. I don't slow down enough to have the hot lemon water. So far this week, I have had it every morning. It makes, I don't know, it's warming, especially at this time of year when it's very chilly out. It's a nice way to sort of waken my body for the day and start fresh. Another daily thing that I want to include is journaling every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Even if it's for, I find a question on Pinterest to answer, and that's the one question I answer that day, and that's all I do of journaling, that's fine. I just want to put pen to paper. If extra thoughts come out, then great, amazing. If they don't and it's short and sweet, also great, amazing. I just want to give my mind more space to clear out and get things onto a page, because I feel like right now I push journaling off so many times in the past. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to my goals for the month, my intentions, kind of a different vlogmas style video, but yeah, thought it'd be fun to share. If you guys care to share as well, you can comment down below some of your goals for the month, and thank you for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow in vlogmas day 4. Okay.